for now, but friends are forever.
You're finally awake. Paimon was worried sick. No idea. Paimon just... The scenery here looks different, too. What should we do, Traveler? Please don't tell Paimon someone abducted us and brought... Thank goodness you're still here. Let's follow this path for now. We might be able to meet someone and figure out... Allow me. The road looked weird to you. It almost looked like they... and those two frogs over there? Yeah.
Oh, by the shade of a lotus leaf street.
I didn't forget, Firecracker. I'm just...
Next thing you know, you'll have forgotten how to sing.
Yeah, because I've got a great singing voice.
Not just a great voice, one that evokes the...
I haven't forgotten everything, Firecracker. Your name, for instance...
You saw that too, right? Paimon's not... This place is getting more... Anyway, why don't we go after those two... Guess we're not catching up to those frogs.
Excuse me, honored travelers. Did you come from the Cliff of Prophecy, perchance? Chubby? Who are you calling chubby? I'm just gonna... Allow me to introduce myself. My name is...
Traveler, could you...
Pinching, you say? Oh, I can help with...
That's all right. We know for sure this isn't the world we're familiar with. The talking paper animals and all the paper trees and plants make that pretty clear.
The hero from another world, supported by their companions, shall restore peace to the world. That is... Dearie me, I completely forgot to introduce you to this... perhaps...
It's okay, really. You can just tell us all...
Let me think. Where should I even begin? Right. I believe the story's a long, long time ago. 3 goddesses. The goddess of creation, who presides over matter and magic, created the mountains and rivers and gave us life. Her powers also paved the way for Simulanka to... After the goddess of creation came the goddess of prophecy, with dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. She, the final goddess, was the goddess of fate. She who reigns over all treasured tales and...
Whoa, they all seem super...
Of course. All new residents of Simulanka come to the forest to thank the goddess of creation for After that, they make their way to the end of the world and tell...
how it used to be? Did something... Oh, yeah. That has to do with the
Yes, this old brain of mine may have forgotten men. It came down from the skies in an ominous black mist and ravaged.
Sounds...
Terror doesn't stop there, I'm afraid. Ever since the attack, the Calligraphy Tavern in the forest...
A catastrophe of the highest order? All because of
Good! Goddess of creation above. wet paper will dry out with time. Fallen tree, magic tonic. It was gifted to the forest by the goddess of... Well, our bodies will gradually crumple and become brittle until they eventually disintegrate entirely. Now, colors will fade and we'll start to lose our memory until we can't even remember our own names.
But wait, Grandpa Almond, does that mean you've already...
Oh, I'm afraid so. The color has all but completely faded from my paper, to be honest.
Then we've got to act fast! How can we help?
Oh, brave Pixie. May the goddess of fate reward you and your friend for your kindness. Could it be you're the heroes I've been waiting for all along?
Not sure how we know that. Plus, we can't even remember how we got here, so it's not looking too promising.
For now, why don't you come with me to the...
Whoa, a forest fairy? Like one that knows...
Oh, you betcha. She...
Well, then she sounds like exact... That meadow over there looks pretty strange.
That's what the calligraphy tavern looks like. Now it's lost all of its color. This is the place. If you could just wait a moment, the fairy should be...
Traveler! Paimon! Paimon knows that voice! It's really you! I'm so happy to see you! Sorry. So Nilou is the forest fairy? Well, you certainly look the part. Thank you. To be honest, I'm still getting used to it. It's the weirdest thing. I remember I was reading a book at the Grand Bazaar, and then I guess I must have fallen asleep at some point because, well, then I woke up dressed like this. And in my dream, someone spoke to me. They said, "You are the fairy of the Forest of Blessings. Now go, save the forest with your magic." At first, I thought this whole world was just part of the dream, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to wake up. I couldn't find anyone I knew from the real world either. Sounds similar to what happened with us. We also have no idea how we got here. Anyway, sorry for my reaction back there. I got a bit too excited when I saw... It's okay, we totally understand. We were looking for a way out too. At least we know we're not alone.
Oh, blessed be the goddess of fate above.
Grandpa Almond, thank you so much for bringing my friends here. Could you let the others know I'm coming? Oh.
Of course, leave it to me. Hey-ho, pistachio. Today truly is a blessed day.
Wow, Nilou. Looks like you made short work of getting to know the locals. Well, when I arrived here yesterday, Grandpa Ullman told me all about the state of this world. Oh, so you mean like using some kind of forest magic to repair the tavern? Unfortunately, I don't know how to use the magic of this world. If the books stored in this hut are anything to go by, this seems to... She folded the pages of books into small origami animals, gave them... Maybe... I read them all, but only found the incantation. Abracadabra means to create what I say. Okay, so basically... Yeah, from the other books I read, it seems like this goddess really likes to play fast and loose with the details. So, what should we do now? Didn't you say you were going somewhere, Nilu? Oh, yes. I was going to help some of the other residents of the forest. They've been busy making preparations to reopen the tavern, so... Got it! Guess we should just focus on... This whole thing is making me pretty nervous, actually. Since I'm already wearing the costume, though. And who knows? Maybe I'll... At least you're optimistic! Thank you. Then...
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very...
Look, the forest fairy is here, and she brought her
Hello there, everyone. I heard you were working on the piping...
Oh, we wouldn't dream of troubling you with our petty problems. Yes. We have my careless friend to thank.
Hey, I just wanted to inspect each pipe.
Yeah, and now you've forgotten how to put...
Please don't fight. I know everyone... So, what... Yeah, we're...
Well, if you're off...
Attention to detail.
Says the guy who met...
Oh, amazing! You did...
Now the tonic will flow into... Oh, gotta say, though, Paimon is starting to get pretty curious about... It's not greed, it's...
Well, if it's...
Just be careful. This...
Just a sip, promise! Okay, here goes. What was that? Oh, it's sticking... Wait, does that mean... The goddess of fate used ink to compose her stories on paper? And the... No wonder the tavern is so important to the... Maybe the fading disorder occurs when the ink within the body dries up. Oh.
I'm not really sure I can really wrap my head around this conversation, but there's no...
What do you mean you can't wrap your head around it? The fairy is recounting the story of how the goddesses gave us life.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way you're old enough to have met...
Oh, fine. It was my grandfather, all right? He said that one day, in her hands, she held the very paper used to...
Ugh, cut the theatric.
Wait, so that's it?
Oh, so in your world, the
Well... Magic.
That's enough out of you. All your boasting is confused.
Oh, no, it's all right.
The honor would...
Traveler, Paimon, we should make our way to the next location.
let me open it.
Up and away.
Oh, Stream! Your rhythm is off again! At this rate, it doesn't even matter if the...
I'm sorry.
Hello there. I hope we aren't interrupting your rehearsal.
Wait, these are the two frogs we saw on the...
Ah! The forest fairy is here! For the love of lotus leaves and dewdrops.
But
Oh, don't pressure yourselves on my account.
Sure are. You see, our group, right? We've been out of work for quite some time, with the closure and all.
I understand how you feel. Back at the Grand Bazaar?
The Grand Bazaar?
Yeah, they do. And it's a really big one. You're the conductor of your group, aren't you? You remind me of Mr. Zubair.
Ah, then he must be an ambitious director. One who would do anything to avoid disappointing a single member of the audience.
Is there anything we can do to help?
oh no, my problems are mine and mine alone. It's just after the tavern closed, I somehow forgot how...
You were our trump card, our best.
I know, but
So he is a victim of the fading disorder too?
Don't be sad, Mr. Stream. Whenever I've forgotten they smile and patiently tell me everything's going to be okay.
We just need to help you remember how to sing, right? The Traveler...
Well, what do you say, Stream?
or
Don't worry about it, Mr. Stream. It'll all be...
all right then. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it again.
Goddesses above, this better...
Thank you, everyone.
Glad to hear that you're feeling better, Mr. Stream.
We'll be looking for...
We've got one final stop. Let's go.
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
Oh, my dear Citrus.
I'm sorry, Grandpa Almond.
Grandpa Almond, we're here to help.
Oh, hazelnuts on high. You could not have come at... Miss Citrus is supposed to add all...
I appreciate the kind words, Grandpa.
Are you all right?
Terrible timing. Could you give my tail a little twist? That should help free...
The neck and...
Of course they're connected. Just like how you can't have a rainbow without... This doesn't seem quite right. This doesn't seem quite right. Perfect.
So there really is some...
Thank you so much, everyone.
That's another problem solved!
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
Well, since we've taken care of most of the tasks, all we...
But we still don't know how to use the magic. You mean the creation magic his grandfather saw?
Maybe... you don't...
In other words,
Well, we are surrounded by talking origami animals.
you're right, Paimon. We won't... This is how you do it, right?
Whoa, your origami skills are great!
I once saw one of our prop people making something similar. It looked really cool.
Well, how do you feel? Sense any...
No.
No? What are we missing?
Magic words? But how am I supposed to know what the goddess said to...
Oh, good point! You're the fourth...
I bestow upon you the blessings of the Your name shall be Harisar.
My name is...
Well, peel my shell and call me a nut. I never imagined I'd witness such a...
Nice to meet you, Parisara. I'm Nilu.
Hello, Fairy Nilu.
I hope you'll grow up happily in this...
Grow up.
Oh, you can leave the little one with old Almond. Here, Padisara. Come to Grandpa Almond.
Well, now that...
Grandpa Almond, could you...
Oh, of course.
The moment I used magic, I sensed...
Of course. Well, look.
Make sure you listen.
Parisara. Listen. Running.
Hey, come back here.
Yep, that's Nilu's creation, all right. She's got so much energy. Anyway, how did you make...
Well, all I did was say my wishes...
This place is seeming...
I mean...
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks this magic suits you.
When I brought Parisara to life just now, but for some reason...
We're back, my lady.
that was...
You were right. There was something under the tap.
Transparent?
Already?
You've got... That's right. An empty ink bottle to...
Yeah, it...
Traveler, Paimon, will you come gather some ink?
Sure thing! What do we need...
A setting sun...
Where are we supposed to find crazy... What? How did you get that so fast? Logic. Should be everything, right? What should we do now?
Let's go back to the Hut of Blessings. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go fetch an...
Paimon doesn't get it. All the ingredients are super... Well, anyway, Paimon's not going...
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's see. According to the book, first you do this, then this, and then... It's done!
Wow, magic...
Yes, this is it.
Grandpa Almond, could you take the concoction to the room underneath the tavern and place it next to the...
Of course, as you come up.
I still get nervous at times like this. Thanks. Let's go. Forest. May your spring of wondrous magic never...
Fairy Nilu is amazing! Wow, it's so pretty! What a beautiful tavern!
It matches the scenery of the forest perfectly. I was so surprised when it suddenly opened.
I remember now. I remember It was me. I was the one who went to the top of Constellation Metropole. The hero who shall save this world will descend upon...
So the prophecy really did have all the...
That's why I was waiting near the Cliff of Prophecy.
Is the Cliff of Prophecy that place with the huge mural? 'Cause that is where we woke up.
If not you, then who else? You've already helped the fairy revitalize our forest. To us,
Alright. Either way, we're going to keep adventuring, even if it's just to figure out how we can get back to our world. Yep, that's exactly right.
as expected, the work.
I'll come with you. It can't hurt to have a magical fairy tag along.
Heroes and fairies, dragons and new adventure.
I would say your next stop should be once you've arrived at the Astral Garden at the highest point in this.
Are you leaving? I'm afraid so. There are still other people who need my help. I won't go far, though. So be a good girl, Patty Sarah, and help out Grandpa Almond whenever you... Got it! Patty Sarah will wait here for you.
That's a good girl, Patty Sarah. I'll head to the station first thing tomorrow morning.
Sounds great! Paimon definitely feels tired.
Oh, sounds like someone's
Oh, well, if you're offering. Paimon will take a glass of